Okay, Sean Bell died because 3 cops shot him 50 times, and the verdict was they were not guilty. They were acquitted of the charge. How do you feel about that?
My initial reactions are that I am very upset, and I'm also disappointed with the justice system in America, and I feel like it leans more towards people with authority. I mean, it's built for people with authority, and that if you have some sort of authority in this country, that you can sort of get out of the laws, or they don't necessarily apply to you. And I also feel like I just feel like it's such a shame, because that is so excessive. I mean, you can shoot someone and kill someone in one shot, and for you to have to shoot someone 50 times, and not only that, there were other people in the car when he was shot, so they could have been injured too. And I'm just really disappointed. I'm also disappointed because now I feel like black people feel that they have to rise up in a violent way, and that the system won't work for them if they don't do it in a violent way. And it just perpetuates the fear that people already have of cops, that people already, and in general, there's lots of cops that are here for our benefit, and without them, even black people, the first people you call are cops when you get in trouble. The first people you call when you're in a fight, the first people you call when you're being robbed or when you're being assaulted are the police. And so thank God for that, and I think people have to keep that in mind. And it's just these few cops, and I think that's also why it's so important that when cops overstep their boundaries, so that they are disciplined for it, so that way we keep our belief in the system, so that way we keep the legitimacy of what the cops are in our minds. Because without the legitimacy of cops, I mean, there's more black people than there are cops. So we could rise up against them in theory if we really didn't believe that they were here to protect and serve us. If we really believed that they were tyrants, that they were mass murderers, then the system wouldn't work at all, because nobody would believe in the authority that they have. Nobody would, stop when they see a cop coming. Nobody would, it basically would be lawlessness. And so you have to keep sort of a standard for cops. You have to keep them in line so that Americans stay in line, so that, black people respect the system. I mean, how can you expect us not to be afraid, us not to feel like the system is, a bunch of crap, for lack of better words, if they don't do something when boundaries are overstepped, on both sides. So that's how I feel about it.
The judge's statements, which I'm reading offline, and make my comment on just this alone, okay? Quote, as this was happening, defendant Isnor, one of the cops, who testified in the grand jury, observed Mr. Guzman, not Mr. Bell, the front passenger, move his body as if he were reaching for a weapon. Defendant Isnor yelled, gun, and fired. Other officers, indicted and unindicted, joined in from different locations on the street. Stop right there. You move your body as if you were moving for a weapon. So what is that? This lean? What is it? This lean? Is it lean forward? Because I need to know, because the next time I'm in the car, I need to know what movement I need not to make, being a black woman in America, so that, I don't get shot up. Because I initially had heard that Sean was going for his ID, but now, according to what the judge is stating, Mr. Guzman made a move. I don't know what move that is. That seems like you're going for a gun when you're sitting in a position in a car. I have a problem with that. Simply stated, the idea that, again, the police department has been absolved when as many shots were taken as they were, that really concerns me, because I have sons, because I am a person who drives, and should I have been in a situation that they were in where I'm leaving drama from a club, so the next time I go to a club or something and there's drama, I didn't know what I need to do. Because see, right now I'm scared. And the funny thing about it is most of my life I, a person who have never been to jail, who does pay taxes, who does try to abide by the law. I'm sure that I've slipped a few times, but for the most part, I've never been to jail. I've never had a record, but I still fear the police in 2008. That in and of itself is the biggest problem that I have. And the results of this case don't make it any better.
Bell was shot and killed by about three police officers, as you know, and they were acquitted of the charge. How does that make you feel?
Honestly, man, it hurts, man, just to see that. It's just another, you know, example of just, you know, a black man not getting their justice for wrongdoing by cops again, you know. It's the main reason why a lot of African Americans don't trust cops in America. You know, it's that simple fact right there. So it just hurts to see that, man. It really does, especially him being an unarmed man and no justice for being shot 50 times. And I don't know, man. It just hurts.
So how does that affect you today?
It just affects my view on the justice in America. You know, where is the justice? You know, it just makes you think like, are the people who protect you, are they really for you? Are they really there for you to protect you? You know, it's just, I just don't know anymore, man. You know.
What are your thoughts and feelings on the verdict of Sean Bell's case?
Boy, when I first heard it, I was like, that's retarded. Because this is an unarmed man, for one thing. And 53 shots to one unarmed man there's just no explanation for that. That's just stupid. Even if it was a white man, Hispanic man, any man as a human being to get 53 shots and you're unarmed, that is inhumane. But I guess America didn't see it that way, so all the officers got off. So personally, this is me, that's stupid. I hope it goes to a higher court, but that's just stupid. That's all I can say. That's, you know, 53 shots to one man. Obviously, he was there for a while, and he was not going to do nothing after the first 10 shots. So I think that's terrible. Thoughts and prayers go out to his family. I hope this is like a wake-up call to people around the world, like what's really going on in America. Racism is still here. So that's pretty much all I got to say, man. Just, you know, that's what the majority's going to say anyway. It's stupid. So you can ask a white man. He would say it's, you know, 53 shots to an unarmed man. So that's what I got to say.
All right. Thank you.
Yup.